This video is ripped straight from Hooky's Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Hookyism. Be sure to follow him there so you don't miss out on any upcoming streams.
That one. How's the writing going? Have you made anything in this stretch of time? Have you published anything else? Like I said in the previous questions, I have not made too much progress actually writing something of note. I have just been, well, I shouldn't say that. I have wrote some short stories that I've kept to myself. Don't know if I've ever published them or put them out in a public setting because they're more practice than anything. I guess eventually I would, so I could have, somebody can remember me by something. I haven't published anything else. The only thing I do have officially published is the poem I wrote that was in our community poem book. There we go. I don't know why I couldn't find the word for it. I posted that a long time ago, back when my channel, or I guess during the first year of my Discord, I posted that sometime relatively early. So you'd have to really dig it up to find my poem. But it's there. It's there to read somewhere in the abyss. And the other, you published the rap. That's gonna be the new hit in 2022. The Hooky rap. It'll maybe one day it'll see the day of light, but for now it'll probably just be a joke between friends. uh, um, how did your published stuff go? I don't know what's the usual life cycle of a writing piece, like in movies where you have small distributions, festivals, other places. So basically, what happened was I had submitted the poem for a contest that the college was holding, and it's really weird because I got an award for the poem, but I didn't get an award for the competition I signed up for. So, and it still got published in the, one of the prizes for winning the competition was getting your poem submitted into that book. But yeah, my poem still appeared in the book. Despite me technically not winning the competition, but still getting an award for something else entirely. I haven't actually, well, I haven't submitted a work I'm proud enough to a publisher yet. I do know how the publishing process kind of works. I'd have to brush up on it because publishing companies are all, they have their different policies and whatnot. I don't think it's that bad of a procedure unless you just keep getting rejected. I know J.K. Rowling, as controversial as a topic that she is nowadays, when she was first submitting Harry Potter to whatever company would publish her, I'm pretty sure she was dejected over 140 times. And could you imagine the world without Harry Potter? Or at least the literary and or movie world without Harry Potter. It'd be weird, wouldn't it? But yeah, I haven't actually tried to publish, well, technically go to a publisher yet. That's just my publishing story for that very specific award. Which, yeah, interesting stuff. Next question. Has your writing interest shifted at all? Has the pandemic given you a new perspective in your creative direction, or has there been any factor that made you reconsider your writing interest? I think I answered this at the very start, where I talked about my preferred genre, and it's still fantasy. I still very much dwell in that sort of area. I don't think I've really shifted away that much. I think if anything, I would probably like try to focus on the more realistic parts of fantasy. So like rather than focusing on high fantasy, I might do like low fantasy where there's like, you know, less convoluted make believe, if you want to call it that. Like yeah, it's kind of weird to describe though. I feel like I would totally miss the mark on describing what I'm talking about if I haven't already. But basically, um still be I still like fantasy a lot. Um so my major focus hasn't shifted really. But maybe in the details it might have shifted. I'll say that. It's very complicated. Speaking of which, are you still procrastinating on the writing? Yeah, I'll admit it in front of the world. I do sometimes procrastinate a lot. I am a procrastinator. It happens. I mean, it's one of those things I just got to get better with. Unfortunately, I was very pampered all through school with my or by my procrastinating habits because I could get away with a lot of stuff um, because I worked so efficiently with a deadline that like I could belt out entire essays, like multi-page essays within a few hours, and still get a really good grade on them. Like even though I pressed the submit button within the last 10 seconds of being eligible to submit my homework for that evening or whatever. And this is even on like major writing assignments too, where it's like, this is worth 20% of your grade. I still put it in last second. Relatable. I'm glad there's somebody that can relate. Pie is chewing me out. Oh no. Ah man, a pie chewing someone else out. And only time you can focus is the night before deadlines. Yeah, everyone everyone procrastinates. To be fair, that is true to an extent. I'm sure there's probably some workhorse people that just like the moment they get an assignment, they're just off to it. Literally last moment. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes you just need that downtime, I think. Some people don't. You don't even know how they do it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how you get an assignment and you're immediately like, okay, time to get to work. Well, I can kind of see it because once you finish it, it's not on your mind. Um, so I get that. If you just want peace of mind, uh, you can definitely do an assignment early. The few times I did do an assignment early, I was like, wow, really glad I got that finished. But yeah, definitely a procrastinator for life. Uh, Remember somebody in your class started an assignment like 2 weeks before it was actually given out? That's some dedication. Yeah, that's crazy. I would not be able to do that. Everyone you know procrastinates, but that's just your circles. I'm sure it's in most of our circles. There's at least one procrastinator within the group, and that'll be me for everyone. I won't be afraid to admit it. I do procrastinate. And yes, I still do procrastinate on the thing that I enjoy, which is writing. um but hey, enough about that. I believe I asked you this last time, but do you have any short, medium, and long-term goals related to the writing path? Is that a place you want to end up with, or do you want to keep it as a passion hobby? Hooky fits your procrastinate. I'm glad I do. I can procrastinate with the best of them, man. Proud lads. Like, oh man. Even my oh god, even in college, my senior thesis, I submitted it after staying up all night. I submitted it like 10 minutes before the assignment was due, and then I just collapsed. Ah man, barely got a passing grade. So, hey, uh I got to graduate college. Probably shouldn't have done it for that one, but eh. So relatable. You can finally sleep. Yeah, it's that euphoria. You gotta feel the adrenaline rush of possibly failing your entire college grade and then having to retake it and cost you more money. Risk it for the biscuit. Yeah, risk it for that euphoria. Um, Anyways, short, medium, long term goals relate to the writing path. Short term, just practicing. I just need to do, give myself prompts, write something short, uh, go back, review, get some sort of, editor, or not editor, but just the second pair of eyes is always great for writing stuff. Because a lot of times I'll be sitting there like, man, I really wrote Shakespeare. And then a week later, when I look at it with a fresh set of eyes, I'm like, oh my God, this is second grade dog water. uh, but yeah, very fun to realize that maybe it's not, it's not the best. But yeah, that's the short term. Medium, obviously start writing, planning, actually planning out some sort of structure for a novel. And then long term, finishing the novel, getting it published, hoping that it does well. So yeah, that's with my writing. Since we're deep on writing, what the hell happened with the writing corner? You miss it? Yeah, that was. I'll admit, my bad. That might have been that period of time where I was really demotivated. So I was like, all right, time to in the writing corner. And for those of you that need a reminder, that's just basically me, PKK, Pi Hat Envelo, all we're doing these writing blogs, and I did kind of cut that short. I do feel like I failed the three of you on that one, but that was when my mind wasn't exactly in the best up, best place, pretty much. So I do apologize for that. We can bring it back if you want. I'd be down. But yeah, that's something for the future. I'll talk it over with you if you want. Uh, when are you starting your own Hooky blog or your unique YouTube channel? Oh well, do I have the surprise for you, Pie Hat of October? Because boy oh boy, do we have a YouTube now where we are playing through the second Ace Attorney. By all means, like and subscribe and watch. It all helps. I guess you don't have to, but the subscribing part, that'd be great. You should subscribe now. uh, but yeah, that's been fun. I've been enjoying doing it. And now that I've got this face cam, you'll be seeing my face all over the place. uh, as for a Hooky blog, maybe. We'll see. I do have a lot of things going on, so I don't know if I could dedicate my time to a blog, but yeah. Oh, you're playing that case? Oh yeah, I'm playing that case. 2-3. That's what I'm doing. People hate that one, but you love it. I see. I have heard that most people say it's like the worst trial. Or the worst case in like the series. So we'll see. We'll certainly see. How's the streaming going? I've noticed that you've been going at it quite consistently and going back and forth between a lot of games. Streaming's going great, especially now I got this face cam. I feel like I've got a total confidence boost. I know you wrote this in October, but I'll talk about now since it's relevant. It's been going good. I'm enjoying it. I love looking at my face more than I thought I would. Uh, yeah. Um, yeah. I don't know. I was very nervous about it. Like I've said before, I was nervous about adding a face cam because I was concerned about all my, physical blemishes and whatnot, like being a little too chubby or the fact that my left eye is just a little slanted. But then I don't know. I just sometimes you just gotta leap into those things and just I don't know, drop your worries or fears because it might just end up being a good thing. And well, I think this is a good thing, as it turns out. So yeah, I'm enjoying myself. Uh, yeah. Going back and forth between a lot of games. Yeah, I think when he wrote that at the time, what was I playing? I don't even remember what I was playing at that time. But yeah, all the games I've been playing are great. I choose the ones I do want to play. Sometimes I'll play something if somebody requests it, like Wilhelm requested Chrono Trigger. That was a game that was on my bucket list, and I said sure, and I had a lot of fun with it. Obviously, I still got to finish it one of these days. Uh, don't know when that'll be because I know Wilhelm has some scheduling issues because of work. Hey, set you bet. Yeah, that is the one I think I started playing in January. AI the Somnium Files. Looking forward to the sequel. I'll probably stream that. But yeah, it's been going good. Favorite stream experience? Favorite game you've completed on stream? Favorite moment or something? Favorite stream experience? I guess this goes hand in hand with the previous question, but back to Danganronpa. I love doing those trials live. Like trying to think up the answer while people are like yelling at me blue in the face like it's this one. I don't think people were actually doing that, but it's like I think there were some people that are like, wow, you really didn't get that. uh yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I think with this new face cam, I think we'll have a lot more favorite moments coming forth. I've been enjoying just doing stuff with my face, making reactions. It's very fun to do funny faces. Um, how's Chrono Trigger going? It's been going good. Need to get back to it. Do you have any plans for your streaming life, or is it a hobby excuse to complete more games? I would like to become successful. I will not hide that. But for now, it is a hobby. And an excuse to complete more games, because I have found it somewhat difficult to play games on my own nowadays. Uh, I don't know what it is. I feel like MTA kind of spoiled me on the whole like needing social interaction to enjoy a game, because I got really into that game. I'm still into it to an extent. Like I know the Jets have cooled off just a bit, but uh yeah, it's um interesting trying to play a game without social interaction. I know Elden Ring, I played that while Jake was like watching and guiding me through, and I found it a lot more enjoyable than just the sessions I was playing solo. Yeah, definitely I do like the social interaction a lot when it comes to playing games nowadays.